showtime. Hey everybody, it's the T-Rock100 and welcome back to more of Pokémon Sword. Last time, we finished up of what we can do back on Route 5, and that was a one fun ride indeed. But don't worry, we're going to be calming down a little bit on, at least for now. This time, we're going to be taking care of pretty much all the things we can do in Hulbury. Well, yeah, Hulbury City from right here. But, now that we've finally gotten that taken care of, there is actually some things that I will now want to quickly talk about. We also got the bike from the last episode. And we now have something that's accessible to us now. There is a lone Pokemon that I have yet to talk about back in the Galar Mine. And that Pokemon... oh boy. Carkol. The evolution of Roly-Coly. Everything that I said about Roly-Coly applies here. It'll be locked at level 18 and it'll have it in the moves Rapid Spin, Smackdown, Flame Charge, and Rock Polish. Excellent moves right off the cart. I guess Railroads, I guess? I don't know. I choose to not question at this point. I actually don't kind of want to deviate things out a little bit, but there is actually something that I actually do want to quickly talk about. It gained a signature move, kind of, in the next generation, and that move is called Heat Crash. This is a physically offensive fire-type move, 100 accuracy, that calculates its power damage depending on the target's relative weight. It could range from either 40 power all the way to 120. The heavier you are than against the Pokemon that you're facing, the greater the damage. This used to be Tepeg's signature move from its entire evolution line. But, I guess it passed on the torch into that. See what I did there? Once again, I would still consider this as a really good defensive Pokemon. And noting that its second ability now became Flame Body. That is a very good ability that I would recommend for single player, Steam Engine, and Flash Fire for double battles. I would definitely say, dang guys, you're scary. But just remember that it holds a quad weakness into water and ground, with the inclusion of a couple of other weaknesses as well. If you can get it by all that, great choice to go for. Moving on to the Pokemon that you can find here in Hulbury City, and they're all through fishing. Let's start off with Chinchou. Woof. Okay, so Chinchou. This is a Pokemon that I feel like it can work in a few variety of ways, but you don't really have to. This is a prime choice to go for in double battles because Volt Absorb and Water Absorb are the best abilities to go for on that. It makes it so that you regain HP depending on the type that you are going up against and depending on what ability you have. But as much as it pains me to admit it, there's only very few battles where it's like this, so none of that matters. I really did not want to give Chinchou a bad review, and I would not consider this to be the worst Pokemon out there. Far from that. What really irks me is that the only real ability that could actually play a good role is Illuminate, which just increases the likelihood of meeting wild Pokemon in the wild. Yeah, I guess you could see it could be good as a jack of all trades for that. But to add an insult to injury, its evolution of Lantern has the exact same abilities that is practically pointless to try to change anything good on that. I know some people are probably thinking, come on, you're judging a book by its cover. Well, okay, maybe a little bit. It is one of the best offensive Pokemon that you will find, and it's definitely good at tanking a lot of special hits. The problem that I just have with it is that I struggle to find good things to say about it. You could try it if you want, but I'd recommend more so for double battles than single player. Moving on to a Pokemon that actually is good for single player, Basculin. Okay, so Basculin works strange. This is one of the very, very few Pokemon that naturally has 3 regular abilities. In fact, the only other real abilities in it that are equally the same are Adaptability and Mold Breaker. That is it. Why is this the case? It's because Basculin has 2 different appearances, one blue and one red. Red Basculins will have Reckless for the ability, while blue Basculin will have Rockhead for the ability. This can work in one of several ways, especially since Reckless powers on moves that have recoil damages, whereas Rockhead just prevents it getting recoil damages. While I do consider that a good choice, I think having Adaptability would be the better ability to go for, because you're just getting a nice and major boost hit to your water type moves, of which most of the moves that it'll learn aren't either way. In fact, I even consider raising practically a blue Basculin on my team if it's plausible, or pretty much any kind of Basculin hit up roll with Adaptability. But I ultimately decided against it because it works unfortunately kind of strange. And even though that it has some very nice moves and stats that complement it well, I think you're probably better off with some other better water types out there. And Arrokudas are already the best one to go for in my opinion, so I only recommend Basculin if you want to be flexible. Lastly, is probably the strangest Pokemon that I have ever seen. Wishy-Washy. A pure water type that relies on a school of fish? If you say so. Well, actually, it does do so for that, because of that signature ability of schooling. I believe, if I recall correctly, if it loses at least 50% of its HP, okay, I actually have this backwards. If it has more if its HP is full and over half, it will become pretty much its giant schooling form. And can I just say, ouch! This thing is a monster! The only real negative, and this is a big negative, it drops that speed, and it becomes a little bit more of an easy target to hit. I mean, just look at the size of that thing. But on its own, it unfortunately lacks everything else that is even weaker than that of a Magikarp. Funny as I say that because, wow, it really is weaker than that. But I only ever recommend this Pokemon if you know on how to properly use it, and take serious precautions if you don't. It's good, but unfortunately, that's all the real positive that I can say about it, and those big negatives are big negatives. If you really want to try it, go right ahead. But you're probably better off with something else. Okie dokie. So, we're here at the lighthouse. What's this? Ooh, Electroweb. User attacks and catches opposing opponent in an electric net. it lowers their speed stat. Yes. And we got this gal. You must be a gym challenger, right? How did you know? You're one of the ones endorsed by Leon, right? You become something of a hot topic among the gym leaders. Here you go, Mr. Famous. I already heard about you, so you should learn about me too. Let's head to the stadium. I love fishing, but I love Pokemon battles even more, and I'm itching for a battle with you. Also got these Pokemon right here. This is a statue of the Pokemon that's said to have protected the lighthouse. These are actually toxin cells of final evolutions. Toxicity. You'll be seeing more of them later on. And I may have given them a little bit of some good credit before, but I guess it's probably better if I just kind of show you a little bit more about that. But we won't be seeing them for a while though. But when we do see them, well, you'll see. I want to go into one of these houses because, you know what? I actually just realized something. There is actually an NPC that actually has something good to talk about, and I actually had forgotten to actually do something about this. So I'm pretty much going to be going all in with this one. I believe it's this house. Let me do this real quick. I think it's one of you gals. Okay, maybe it's not. Oh, you know what? I think this may be something that might be coming up a little bit later. It might be in there, I think. I did do a little bit of exploring around, but I didn't do much, though. Actually, come to think about it. Cool! A shell bell! The holder restores a little HP every time it inflicts damage on others. That's actually not a bad held item. You might want to consider this. Well, screw you too, Bob. Or, excuse me, Madam. Alright, we got the herb shop right here. Do not want that. I already bought one of you guys here. Yes, the Luck and Sense. Let's see here. I believe it's somewhat out here. Oh, hello. Ooh, a magnet! Powers up electric type moves. Thank you. Ah, yes, you. I don't know if I actually have one. No, I do not. So, we now have a new Pokemon to talk about. Through this in-game trade, this gal will trade you a Cottony. This is a very interesting Pokemon, to say the least. It knows mostly grass-type moves are leveling up, but the fact that it's also now a part Fairy-type, it's nice. I would definitely recommend you try to get one with Prankster for the ability. Giving a priority to some of the moves that you have is nice. Infiltrator, Chlorophyll, and no slouch either. But what really makes it shine through is the fact that it has Cotton Spore and Cotton Guard. Which, dang man, that sounds pretty cool. But unfortunately, this is about for when the positives end. You need a certain item called the Sunstone for it to fully evolve, but good luck with that because it learns no moves through level up after that. You can technically take it to the move reminder if you want, so it can show the moves and that you can go for, which is probably the only real positive that I can say about it, but Cotton and Whimsicott are great. But be mindful that you might have to consider knowing exactly what you're going to do with it. But we also don't have access to the Sunstone, at least not yet. There is a time for when you can potentially find one. And that's out in the wild areas. But there's a couple other locations where you could try to find it as well. So, I would say, I would definitely recommend it. Just be careful that it might take a while for it to reach its full potential, and you've been warned. I actually want to check something real quick, because now we got some more higher level Pokemon with some new buddies with us for the time being. I want to see what moves that this one can remember. Okay, nothing. Wukong, how about you? That's kind of disappointing. Corvus Squire, what about you? Nothing. Alright, Heart Apart would not have anything, You know what? Sure, let's take a look at Ennard. What? Okay, that's actually kind of funny. I'm skipping Diglett for this one because it's not gonna have anything new for this, I swear. Okay, so getting back on topic, we got nowhere else to go to but the gym. Let's do it! First, let's talk into the ball guy here. He gives us a new ball, a lure ball. A Pokemon that is good for catching Pokemon that you reel in with a rod while out fishing. I think this is a ×3 or ×4 multiplier on this one. This is definitely something you might want to take into consideration. Are these just the same ones from earlier? Yeah, they are. I guess it would make sense because in this game there's no actual gym that uses these types, so I guess there's that. So I guess in honoring of one of those types that we will not be seeing, I will go for instead the ghost uniform. Actually, how am I on items? Oh yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. Got plenty of these. I don't want to use them all right off the bat. But you know what I am gonna do? I am gonna go ahead and give this to Wukong for now. Let's see. I could have gotten myself maybe one of the maybe the sea incense from earlier. I gotta start using these Dynamax candies. Actually, you know what? Let's see something. I'll give 3 to you. I'll give maybe 3 to you. And I'll give 3 to you. I'll definitely be giving more of these Dynamax candies to the ones that I use on my team. But that's going to be for a little while. You have to change into... Okay. It's okay. We don't need a box link. Because that would totally be cheating. So, this is when things are gonna get fun. Especially for those who like to be at water parks. But too bad we can't get wet. Actually, no, we might get a little wet. The Hulbury Pokemon's gym mission is this: a challenging maze, and you must reach the goal to clear the mission. However, some paths in the maze are blocked by water. What you should do? What should you do then? Try pressing that red button over there, and I imagine you'll figure it out, future champ. Now, let the gym mission begin! But unfortunately, we got fights to deal with along the way. But you know what? That's fine. Alright, Julia. Timpo! Those things are squishy. And you only have only one Pokemon, that's fine. What's really stupid is that I actually had to rely on a handful of things while looking at the monitor and not the television because it's just barely zoomed in on this. I'm actually trying to find a way how to fix that, and so far I have no luck on that. So I'll have to check in the settings or something. Alright. So, press this button. We have some paths that are opening up to us. Now, I want to warn you, this is when things are going to get a little challenging. And you really need to be careful on how you do this. In fact, now I'm kind of thinking about it, I think I might have went the wrong direction. Alright, and how many do you got? You got 2. Whirlpool! I don't know why I started to sound like that. Okay. Alright. We got a Corphish, eh? Okay. I'll play with it. Used to catch once like you back in the day. Except they're more like Crawdon. It's really because I used to catch Crawdads as a kid. And before you guys ask, not to eat. Although, ironically, one of my old friends said when we used to catch them, they always cut them open. Then again, they do have a good delicacy in them, according to him. I want to change the subject real quickly. Okay, so, yes, I was right. I want to go this way. Maybe not. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so I was half right. I do need it to go back, but not in that direction. There we go. And I think in this gym, all fights here are required. We'll go this way. I don't want to hit that yet, I think. No, I do not. What's over this way? Oh, actually, maybe I do need it to hit that. Okay. It goes out this way. And I believe... Wait. You mean to tell... Wait a minute. Oh, this is a fake out! Okay, okay, that's actually kind of funny. Okay, you got me. In fact, come to think of it, I don't think I actually ever went that way before. Okay. Now that me being a dork is over... Oh, what am I kidding? Me being a dork is never over. Ooh, Bubble Beam. Thanks. Good day. Charger Bug's level 24. I will take that. Ooh, you have a Chudo. Okay. And we'll poke you with it in the base of the branch. Like, poke! I'm such a monkey. And I guess sometimes type advantage. I hear those are pretty helpful as well. Alright, so we go... Okay. This is another fake out. We're gonna hit that. So I think hitting that button was completely useless. At least at first it was. So we go this way. Okay, yeah. Do that. Do that. And our way is clear. So I just did those too soon. I always get that mixed up. Before we do anything else, gotta make ourselves properly presentable to the one who runs the place. I don't think, do I have any? No, I don't. Then again, I've been making a lot of curry lately, so I should probably try to knock that off. Okay, that's what I'll have to do. And what is it with some of these stadiums constantly being packed? Well, I guess then again, this is a fan favorite we're talking about here. Welcome, Honored Gym Challenger. I think you already realized, but I'm NESSA. Sorry to have made you look for me. I don't doubt my humble mission's difficulty, yet you cleared it. You minus as a Pokemon trainer might be quite refined. No matter what kind of plan you refine or you may be plotting, my partner and I will be sure to sink it. This is NESSA! Damn those flexibilities. Well, I gotta say that again, she's a star swim athlete. But we're getting off topic. Her first Pokemon, Goldeen, level 22, pure water type, Swift Swim for the ability. Water Pulse, Whirlpool, Horn Attack, Agility. Her ultimate strategy is to try and to use both water type moves as well as their methods of boosting them in this particular fight. And so far, things are actually going pretty smoothly. Holy shit. Alright. I consider her probably one of the more easier opponents. At least if you're coming prepared. She can be a challenge. Just like this next Pokemon. Arrokuda, level 23, pure water type. Swift Swim for the ability as well. With Aqua Jet, Bite, Whirlpool, Fury Attack. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Maybe we'll go for a double hit just to be funny. Or not. I need to get rid of that move because that was probably a dumb idea to have. There we go. And now, for her ace in the hole. Dreadnought, level 24, Water Rock type, Swift Swim for the ability. Razor Shell, Water Gun, Bite, Headbutt. Looks like I'm down to one last Pokemon. I've been saving the best for last. Why did your pupil shrink when you said that? This is the evolution of Chudo. We'll be seeing more about them later. But you know, we're doing it. Commencing Dynamax transformation. Gigantamax power. Charge. Dynamax ball. Launch. I may be changing it, but I'm trying to make it sound more appropriate. Flood of state and make it our ocean. Dreadnought, Tiny Dynamax. We'll start with our max overgrowth, do at least some quite damaging to it. Wow. Okay. Something tells me that I overtrained myself for this. But then again, the past couple of games that were like that as well, so... oh well. I may proudly be the strongest member of this gym, but I was totally washed away! And don't beat yourself up, Nessa. How? How could this be? Now that I battled you, I think I understand. Continue to seize victories in the gym challenge with your Pokémon. You have an incredible spirit and that may even be strong enough to challenge the champion. You and your Pokémon are indeed deserving of this gem badge. You can now catch Pokémon up to level 30. Do you want to challenge the Fire Gym leader next? As you and your Pokémon are now, he'll definitely want to battle you. My sincerest congratulations for your victory over here, Gym Leader Nessa. Please take this commemorative TM. TM36 Whirlpool! Use your traps to target and a violent swirl in the Whirlpool for 4 to 5 turns. Take the suit. It's a replica of Nessa's uniform. And then you won the water badge. I'll be watching to see just how far you and your Pokemon can go. Actually, come to think of it, we haven't checked out some of these yet. Damn those flexibilities. Let's see. Her father is a fisher and her mother works in the marketplace. Perhaps because of her parents, she grew up playing with water-type Pokemon and eventually made it all the way to being a gym leader. She met Sonia during their gym challenge and they continue to be close friends. Nessa often gives Sonia fresh seafood from Hulbury. She has declared that Milo of Turffield is a rival, but Milo responded by saying that this is his rival. His rival is himself. That's actually pretty... I like that. This trainer was born as the son of farmers. He has honed his strength, stamina, and skills as a Pokemon trainer from a young age by working together with his Pokemon. Because of his gentle nature, he has trouble going on weaker opponents, which is why his gym is in the first one of challengers to attempt during the gym challenge. He always wears his boots, and apparently they let him dig in his heels when he needs to. If you say so. Well then. Do not keep the chairman waiting. Head to the seafood restaurant, the captain's table. So you will not forget the chairman's face. I will give you one of his league cards. How could I possibly forget a guy like him? Chairman Rose, or whatever it is. I'm just stick with Rose. Chairman Rose is the kind of man who gets downhearted if he doesn't take care of things he needs to do right away. Go to the seafood restaurant as soon as possible, so as not to keep the chairman waiting. Hey, stop happening, okay? Don't judge me. Mr. Rose is in fact a talented trainer coming up in second place for the past Champion Cup. As the chairman of the Pokemon League, he and his president have a large business conglomerate. He is truly a hero to the Galar region, working tirelessly to ensure its prosperity. His thoughts and words don't always match, and thus may say it's hard to tell that what he's talking about. In fact, it is said that only his secretary can tell what his true intent is. Here's a note. The above text was submitted by his secretary. Okay, sure. Well, I guess with all this happening, might as well not keep him waiting anymore, because I'm pretty sure that Olina, the gal that we were just talking to, is probably gonna pop a vessel out of pure frustration. Hello? I have an appointment at the captain's table. I don't want to walk the plank with them any longer. Excuse me. Derek, let's celebrate your recent victory. Oh, were you invited too? You two know each other. That's great. Come now, please be seated. Hulbury is a seafood town. Naturally, if one is going to eat here, the obvious choice is the local cuisine. Everything on the menu is delicious. By the way, how is Professor Magnolia getting on? I'm quite indebted to her, you know. She was the one who figured out how to unleash the power of wishing stars and use that power to Dynamax Pokémon. We would never have been able to create Dynamax bands without her. You know, what's really sad about this place? I can never eat here. She was saying that there's still so much we don't know about Dynamaxing. It's causing her some worry. She even made me take a power spot detector with me when I start traveling. A power spot detector? That's the device that allowed me to discover the power spots. Locations that emit Galar particles that allow Pokemon to Dynamax. I don't like hearing that Professor Magnolia is so worried though. If only there was something I could do. Sonia, it may be good for you to visit the vault in Hammerlock. I believe the key to unlocking the secrets of the Dynamax phenomenon lies in the history preserved there. Understood, Chairman. I will arrange a meeting with Miss Sonia. However, I believe it's about time we get going, Chairman. What if I had a chance to speak with Derek? It's regrettable, but I suppose it can't be helped. If something needs to get done, there's no time like the present after all. In any case, I bid you all farewell. Does he think he's doing me a favor? He's right that the vault would be a good place to look for info on the legend, but... You got the water badge, yeah? Defeating NESSA's no small feat. Here's a team as a reward. Joke's on you! It only took me a few turns. I guess 4 to be more precise. NESSA's a good friend. Perhaps you should drop in on her. Until next time, Gym Challenger. Alright, mate. You got both the grass badge and the water badge by now, right? In that case, we're both headed for Motostoke and the fire gym leader Kaboo. How about I share with you a little tip about the leader Kaboo? From what I heard, he howled up and now in Galar Mine number 2, undergoing some special training. If he's in there, then we can take him on in Motostoke even if we zip right over there, putting the brakes on our gym challenge. So I say we head to Galar Mine number 2 ourselves. Let's go see what all the fuss is about. Did I heal up my Pokemon? Wait a minute. Huh. I guess I did. Or I guess someone did. Something? I don't know. Who's talking? Okay. Oh, sorry. But this is a beautiful sight. So we now have access to a brand new area. Oh, good. This douche. You again? I'd feel sorry for my Pokemon if I made them take part in a battle against low-level opponents. I'm not in the mood to deal with weaklings right now. Then again, I suppose it's a form of mercy to crush weak opponents early on. If you're under the misguided impression that you're stronger than me, then surely you would be up for a Pokemon battle. Naturally. It's utterly inconceivable that I, the challenger chosen by the chairman, will lose. Here's bead number 2. The douchebag. Let's just talk about him already. Solosis has level 21 pure psychic type, magic guard for the ability, Side Shock, Side Beam, and Endeavor. I'm gonna be honest, I was actually not expecting him until later, but oh well. I'm not gonna talk about the Pokemon in here, at least not yet, but I'll definitely be talking about things a little bit later on. Alright. Next up, Gothorita, level 22, pure psychic type, competitive for the ability, with Side Shock, Rock Tomb, and Side Beam. Dude? Why are your Pokemon only having like 2 or 3 moves? You know that's not good, right? And I have to say, I feel bad for the past gym leaders and that you defeated with only those many moves. That the best you could do? Alright. Getting straight to your ace in the hole, eh? Alright. Hatina, level 23, pure psychic type with anticipation for the ability. Side Beam and Disarming Voice. What the heck is wrong with you? You're kind of a disgrace of that headset of a rival if you have that low level of moves. But you only have a... Oh, crap. It's not every day I get to battle you, so I suppose I may as well try out this move. Not bad at all. But it's gonna take a whole lot more than cheap moves like that to make me lose my cool. Well, I guess maybe that's kind of overstating it a little bit. There we go. And now for his last Pokemon, and one we will not be finding in the game. Galarian Ponyta, level 22, pure psychic type with Sweet Veil for Pasto Veil to be more precise. That's signature ability. I'll be talking about that later. Let's see. Okay, here we go. With Confusion and Fairy Wind. That's it. Excellent. Not everyone can corner my team like this. And let's see. Best thing about this, you can only attack me with pretty much all you have, so... Sucker Punch to the face! And another Sucker Punch to the face! It is not even the same type of attack bonus, so screw you. You showed at least a little effort, so I decided I should let you win. Oh, bullshit. You barely have any moves in your arsenal as it is. Pardon me. It seems I must be taking back my words. You're not weak, you just lack talent. Your chances of completing the gym challenge are pretty slim, I must say. Here, I'll give you this. Something to show you at least tried. Now, where should I go next to collect wishing stars? Yeah, now you... Like I said, I thought that fight would be coming a little bit later, but... I guess not! Alright, Wooloo Head, what do you got? Bee spent some time living in an orphanage after his family ran into some trouble when he was young. Oh boy. He always had difficulty getting along with others and would constantly get into fights. That is until one day Chairman Rose visited the facility. Rose gave Bee a Pokémon, which changed Bee's life forever. He showed talent as a trainer and threw himself into Pokémon battles, becoming stronger by the day. He has to join him in the gym challenge with an endorsement from the chairman himself, and Bee plans to prove that the chairman's faith was not misplaced. Yeah, I never actually read some of these cards before, but we actually get a little bit of a backstory of some of these guys, and I will give him a little bit of a slight of pity, especially since in that he has some time at the orphanage, but I guess, to be fair, he does judge people based on their first appearance and so on and so forth. I believe we now have access to... nothing. Nothing new. Oh well. I don't think it's gonna hurt or anything anyway, but... Oh right, I forgot. If you press the B button, you'll activate Zoom mode. There is a location for where you can do some upgrades for this a little bit later, but we'll be dealing with that when we deal with that. So, with all that said and done, we're gonna end things off right here. Next time, we're heading in for the Galar Mine number 2. See what's all the hub is going on in there. And maybe find someone in there that could potentially come to some good use for us in the future. See you guys then.